Hey guys, Chris and Jeff here with Empower Golf Fitness. We're going to talk about something pretty important in the golf game for all players is hip mobility. And there are a number of exercises that we like to really hone in on when somebody comes in with some hip mobility issues and hip strength issues. And this is our original starting position. They are called 90-90 hip mobility. So you're going to start here with your knees bent a little bit more than shoulder width apart. And you're going to fall to one side, and it's going to create a 90 degree by 90 degree figure, right? So can you show that for me, Jeff? There you go. Awesome. So the 90 degree and 90 degree. And we are initially going to start out with some stretching. Jeff, you want to talk about a little bit about the stretching?
First, what we're going to do is work on external rotation of the hip. So you're going to turn towards your lead leg, keep your chest tall and proud, and we want to close the angle down here. We don't want to see around your back. Keep it tall and proud, and you're just going to go as far down until you feel a nice, strong stretch. Don't force it. And we're going to hold that position for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you can come on up. You're going to flip over to the other side, so just pivot on your feet. Again, tall, proud chest, leaning right over that leg. Doing that for 30 seconds.
A nice rule of thumb would be to almost say like you're leading with the stomach, right? Trying to stay up tall. Yep.
And then 3 rounds on each side, so 90 seconds total for that exercise.
Awesome. So once you get a nice stretch going that way, then we're going to come back to the original side, and we're going to work on those internal rotators, right? We're going to stretch those internal rotators, and the way you do that is you're going to set up in your 90-90 position, and you're going to turn towards that or to the side away from your front leg, right? You should feel a nice stretch into those internal rotators right there. And we're going to use the same time frame, 3 sets of 30 seconds, and alternating between each side. Awesome. Cool. You want to get into these exercises? So first one's going to be internal rotation, right? So what I like to say as a rule of thumb is imagine there's a piece of string right here, and you're going to pull that string straight up, keeping this knee down, really activating that glute med right there. There you go. Does a great job, has really good internal rotation. Notice that his body's pretty upright, right? He's not leaning over too far, but if you guys are having some problem with that, you guys can give a little bit of leeway for that. Absolutely. And we like to do probably 10 each side, or 10 each exercises, and there's going to be 4 of them. Next one is going to be external rotation, right? This one, trying to keep that hip closed, right?
Exactly. Closed means keep the chest facing this way. You have a tendency to want to bring your chest with your hip here. Keep the chest facing this way and only let that knee come up.
Absolutely. The feel is you're going to want to try to get onto the sole of your foot, but your hip being closed, as Jeff just discussed, is going to prevent you from doing that, really firing up those glutes. And you'll slowly notice more and more motion as you continue to do these exercises. Awesome. The next one we're going to talk about is what we like to call functional external rotation. So you're going to lift everything up as a whole, and you're going to externally rotate it in the air. Up, rotate it back. Nice. And what Jeff just demonstrated, we like to talk feel versus real. I know a lot of golfers love that phrase, is you're going to feel like your knee is going up and back, all the way back, right? And essentially it's only just going up and down. Right? That's what your real is compared to your feel. Really good job. Awesome. And lastly, my personal favorite is the functional internal rotation. Jeff's going to do it on the other side. Some people ask why we put this one last when it's the hardest one. So we're going to swing this leg all the way around to the front. That's going to be our starting position. Right, so this is going to be our starting position. And you can put your hands here like Jeff's doing, or one up there, holding that right and trying to stay pretty upright. You're going to lift everything up as a whole, internally rotate a little bit, and bring it all the way back, trying to almost hover it on the ground, bending, keeping it up, and then swinging it all the way back to the front. One thing I like to mention is I don't want you guys to bend that knee or release that knee early, right, on the way back, because that has the tendency to recruit a lot more quad and hip flexor than we like. So straightening that out and then rotating it all the way around, getting back onto your butt. Cool. Awesome. Well, you guys have a good day, and this was a 90-90 hip mobility.